Good evening. My name is Jenna, and I would like to thank you for coming to the Fieldstone Middle School graduation of 2017. To Dr. Peterson, Mrs. McCormack, Mr. Pellegrino, and the teachers and parents, your unwavering support throughout these past 4 years is deeply appreciated. Also, thank you to the graduates of 2017, who have worked diligently throughout our middle school years and are the reason we are gathered here today. The years that we have spent at Fieldstone have included many ups and downs, but have been fulfilling nonetheless. Friendships have formed, knowledge has been gained, and we've matured into the young adults we are today. From 5th grade orientation to 8th grade graduation, we have all watched each other grow and change. And even though our class is far from perfect, I am so thankful to have experienced middle school with such an exceptional group of individuals. As we observe herds of 5th graders stampede up the staircases, screaming wildly, we reminisce about how we were once standing in their shoes. Walking into Fieldstone on the first day of middle school was truly nerve-wracking. I envied the 8th graders who towered over us like giants as I could barely reach my talc locker. Also, the responsibilities that came with 5th grade were certainly more abundant than those of elementary school, and several obligations were slightly intimidating. Having to remember our schedule, changing for gym, and memorizing our locker combinations were simply a few of the challenges that stood out to me as a 10-year-old. However, switching classes, sitting anywhere at lunch, and roaming the halls without having to walk in a line were some of the newfound freedoms of Fieldstone, and we were all appreciative of the opportunity to experience them. Though I could not possibly list all of the memories that have stuck with me throughout these past 4 years, there are a few that I would like to share. For starters, the 6th grade Olympics was probably the hardest I've ever endeavored in sports, and it's an event I will always keep in my mind. Additionally, the 7th grade trip to Quebec is my most prominent memory of last year, particularly because of the savory crepes and sweet maple syrup. Lastly, the memory I most associate with 8th grade is the 3 RC Marathon, which took place in the beginning of school, but in my mind has always represented our last year at Fieldstone. This is because even though it was pouring rain and bitterly cold, we were all still laughing, singing, and splashing cups of water on each other, which goes to show that our class knows how to make the best out of any situation, and that we certainly know how to have a good time. As we prepare to say our final goodbyes to our teachers, friends, and school, there's one quote that I would like to share. Roald Dahl, a famous author, once wrote, "And above all, watch with glittering eyes the whole world around you, because the greatest secrets are always hidden in the most unlikely places. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it." This line was printed on a poster in Mr. Jasper's 4th grade classroom and has always stayed with me. As we continue to take on new responsibilities, discover our passions, and find ourselves, I hope these words will stay with you. They remind us to never lose our childlike wonder and curiosity about the world, and to never stop questioning. The years ahead of us will undoubtedly be filled with tough choices and unfamiliar situations, but I trust that we will never stop searching for the magic in our lives. Thank you to everyone, and good luck to all of us Falcons in high school.